Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming back to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Once again, there was another recording error, and well, this time it was my fault. It was a technical error, and I had to get back to this point. So
Kenneth was a troubled man, a scholar-turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds, to my world.
sorry. So yeah, I have done all this, and I have gone back to where we need to go, so I know what's coming.
Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. If his tales of hell were true, then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw.
I wish it didn't happen. Oops. We don't need to go there. My bad. We need to go here. That's where we started the fire to get through, which means it's just a circular enclosure.
Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before, and she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
There's so much to unpack in that little bit that was just said. A stranger in your own body. A lot of transgender people do describe that. And I've actually used a kind of a scene from Star Trek to describe it. When I would look in the mirror before I knew and accepted that I was trans and trapped in body and that kind of stuff, when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see me. I saw a shell over me. It wasn't me that I was seeing. And when I started to transition and I started to live my life as a woman, when I looked in the mirror, especially after I started hormone replacement therapy, when I looked in the mirror, I could see me. The shell was gone. And I had become a whole person. And in that sense, I'm rather broken, but not shattered. Not individual pieces, if you will. But yeah, there's that. There's also that part of have you ever died before? Well, quite frankly, almost 30 years ago, I should have died. When I was a teen, when I was about 15 years old, I'm 44 now, things were so dark, so painful. I think you know where I'm going. And I'm being careful with my words because of YouTube algorithms, monitoring, that sort of thing. So I'm going to use a Shakespearean term that was used in a play. It was shed off this mortal coil. Well, I attempted that. And obviously, no, it didn't happen. When I was in my mid-20s, I was going through a health problem, different than the health issues I have now. And when I was sitting in the doctor's office, we ran some tests. A lab did not run a test, and we missed that fact. And so we thought some kind of strange disease or something like that was going on as to what was happening to me. And so I started going through absolutely everything in my history. No censoring, no nothing. And I got to that point when I was 15 years old, and I told her. And when I finished, her mouth was just hanging open. Sitting in her chair, she took a little moment to compose herself. And then said, "What are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead." What I did at 15, by all known medical science, I should have. Whatever reason, it didn't work. And from that, I can tell you from personal experience that no matter how dark it gets, how terrible it is, eventually, at some point, things get better. They do, and they can. I'm not saying that because I'm an optimist. I'm saying it because I lived it. It may take years, but it does get better. That's part of the reason why I really wanted to do this series, is I could share some of these things, some of these dark things that have happened to me or happening to me, and show that, yeah, it's tough, but it's okay. There's help out there. There's help all around us. And there's even help within us. We just may not be able to see it at that moment, but it's there. And when you're ready, you can reach out within yourself. You can reach out to the emergency numbers that are in the description if it's appropriate. You can reach out to local support groups in your area. You can even find support groups online. You can get counseling, sometimes free through school, sliding scales for a local counselor. Like, there is so much help out there. And when you're ready, it's there. If you're not ready, just hang on. I know it's easy for me to say, but hang on. If it's just one more day, one more hour, one more minute, hell, one more second, just hang on, and then get through the next one, and then get through the next one. And eventually you will be ready to reach for help. And it will be there. Let's move into this section. Once I'm done this part, it's a fight. I'll tell you that. And it's probably obvious that it would be a fight. I'm going to wrap up the video because obviously talking about this stuff is it's draining. It is. But I choose to do it because I feel it is important to show. And if this doesn't apply to you, that's okay. Remember for other friends or loved ones that these resources down below or the thoughts I'm sharing, you may be able to help just by being a friend, by holding a hand out and say, when you're ready, I'm here. There you go. Now, let's get to this part. I said I'm not pulling punches in this series. I'm not. This is too serious of a topic. We're fighting new people here. Oh, sneaky. Whoa, I've never seen that. 3. You like doing the double strike. I think you're the only one that can do hard hits. No. Yeah, I didn't know that I needed to do this maneuver. This guy is hard his shield bash will break your defense.
The gate won't open.
She can't get through.
Why
Let's
not?
go to the gate.
She can't.
Why?
She's only done one test.
Just one.
She's only passed one test.
What's the other test?
What's the other
Is there
test?
another one?
There must be. The gate won't open.
Druth said Valravn. Valravn. Dark magic.
Valravn. Druth said Valravn.
No, he didn't. She must have passed the test. The second test.
We have the
She has to challenge Valravn.
There must be another test.
Illusion King? Illusion God?
To open the gate,
He
she'll
can
have
see.
to challenge
Here.
Valravn. Open the gate by challenging Valravn.
I am going to end it here, like I said, but that is where we need to go. The previous video, the one with the shield, was extremely tough. I have started to pick up because I've had to replay and stuff. There is an indicator as to when you can do that focus freeze time. The off the right hip there's that, I don't know what it is, but it's hanging from her belt. That will glow. It will glow a symbol. When it is, you can use that ability. Such a tiny detail to miss, but that's your indication. So, yeah. And no, you can't zoom out. At least the scroll wheel doesn't work. Okay, well, thank you for making it to the end of the video. Yes, this was a tough one, shall we say. And some of the things that I shared. Not much more to add to that. If you are new to the channel, there are some phone numbers in the description. Should you or a loved one needs help, they may be of assistance. Until when next we meet, please do be safe. Goodbye.